Billy having that great race win earlier on. That was a fantastic finish for Billy. And so we're just waiting for these guys to get themselves lined up and they'll be underway. Okay, boys and girls, just a quick break before the race starts. Just had an announcement for from Hampton Downs. They will be selling hot chips and pies in the pavilion from 1 o'clock. So, and well, the race, good to start the race there. I'll tell you what, Tyler King just about went over backwards as they went. He got such a good jump. So down into turn 1 now, as they will file through. Somebody coming out of pit lane. So it is Hamish Simpson, his second. Tyler King was dropped back to third. It was Cam Leslie off the start. So through the up and over they go. Let's check them out now. So they head down towards the hairpin. Through they go. Whoa, and our lead bike's off. So he dropped it coming out of the corner. And right, the marshal's rushing to him. It looks like he might be okay. He's got it back up on its wheels. And I think that was Cameron Leslie. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait until they come across the line. We'll find out who it was. But he's now obviously dropped to the back of the field. They're trying to get the bike going. No, it's not going to go. So he's moving it out of sight now. The way Marshall's giving him a hand. Trying to jump start it, but it's not going to work. Okay, so back to our front as they come up the hill here for the very first time. This is the juniors in full battle cry as they come around the top of the track heading towards the start-finish line. Who's it going to be? It's going to be just about dead heat across the line between Hamish Simpson and Tyler King. Tyler King quickest away. So that was clearly Cameron Leslie that had come off the bike. And so Timothy Gray was next. Greg Purcell was fourth. Fifth was Andrew Ansell. Just pick them up as they go through the up and over. And there's great scrap going on the front here between Simpson and King. Can't pick out which both bikes are similar colours. So it's a bit hard to pick out who's who as they go down through into the Golden Homes hairpin. Third position there will be Timothy Gray. Greg Percival will be through next. Then we go back to Jerry Muir, Alistair Wilton, and Hayden Fordyce in 8th, and then Billy Fuller in 9th. As they all head off down towards the Daylight EM sweeper. And they all thunder in there now. We have to wait to go up here to tell who's in the lead. Both bikes are white, so on the screen it's impossible to tell who's who. So up the hill they come into view, and the front three have broken away from just about the rest as they come around the top of the track. Who's it going to be? So it is Tyler King from Hamish Simpson, and we might have a change of position though going down into under the bridge. Timothy Gray was through in third, Andrew Ansell fourth, and Percy will drop down to fifth. So through they go down through the turn 2. The front three bikes have opened up a bit of a gap now back to the main pack. But it's King and Simpson who are on each other, both on the Suzuki R300s, or R3s I should say. And Timothy Gray also on another Suzuki R3. He's dropped a little bit away from them. And then we go back to Andrew Ansell, drop down into the Porsche Dipper. And they fire off down the long straight one more time. Field spread out right around the circuit now. Big field of juniors out here. But our front three bikes opening up a gap. Up the hill they come. Let's see who's going to be across the line. They're about equidistant now, the front three. Across the line they come. And it's Tyler King in the lead. Fastest lap of the race, 1:18.514. And just a tag quicker than Hamish Simpson on the 1:18.887. And Gray a little bit further back on a 1:19.129. So heading down under the bridge. into the Golden Homes hairpin, and it's still Tyler King at the front. Although I tell you what, that time Hamish Simpson took a whole heap of real estate away from him. In fact, he's run up the inside of him now and then dropped down into the dipper. And no, he just about had it around the outside but couldn't quite pull it off. So Tyler King holds sway as they go down into the Daylight EM sweeper. And Hamish Simpson right there with him. Dropped off a little bit on the long straight, but certainly closed up under brakes down into the Porsche dipper. It was a fantastic dive from Hamish Simpson. So up the hill they come. Timothy Gray sitting there back in third position. And Andrew Ansell's the next one through. And across the line they come, one of the back markers in the way there. Not much difference between the two. Hamish Simpson's the fastest first sector, Tyler King the fastest second sector. Then a whole bunch of them come through. Next one, Billy Fuller was leading the pack in the next lot, and from Andrew Ansell and Hayden Fordyce, Nathan Finley was in there as well as they go down. Trying to pick our lead bikes. Where are they? So they're back over at the. I'll tell you what, this is where Simpson's really fast down through the sweeper, up the hill and down into the dipper here. He takes a whole heap of territory away from Tyler King. In fact, last time round he was at the fastest two sectors, so he was faster than Tyler King that last time round. They've pulled away from Timothy Gray, and then Billy Fuller's, well, actually she's broken away from the pack as well, so she's out there in fourth position. And then there's a whole swag of them behind there that can't throw a blanket over the lot of them. So waiting for our lead bike to come back into view anytime soon now. The white flag out for them this time around. Look at this side by side across the line. And it was Hayden Simpson in the front there, that time with the fastest lap of 17.21 for Tyler King and a 17.31. 1/100th of a second difference between. There's nothing between these two guys. So down under the back marker in the way at turn 2 there. They managed to get past him with no problem at all. And Tyler King trying everything he possibly can to get back on the terms with Hamish Simpson, who put a blinder on across the start-finish stripe. So it's still Simpson in the front there. This is the last lap. Climb up the hill. Simpson hangs on at the front. Tyler King getting closer. Has a dive under brakes. Backs the bike into the corner. Tries for a good run around the outside. He may get the slingshot off of here. He's very close to the back of Simpson as they go down. There's a back marker in the way. They go side by side down the straight towards the Daylight EM sweeper. In they go, and it is King's right in the back there of Simpson. He's hanging on to him. In fact, he's trying to ride right. He's just ridden right around the outside of him at turn 10. They're going to come out. I'll tell you what, Simpson saw that one coming and shut the door on him. Up the hill they come. They're tied together, these two. They're side by side across the top of the straight. Round the top they come. Who's it going to be? It is actually King's got him back in front again, and he takes it across the line from Hamish Simpson. Great finish there. Nothing in it between the two of them. Timothy Gray will come through in third position there, all by himself. And then I think we should be looking for Billy Fuller next to be across the line. Yep, Billy Fuller comes through next with fourth position. Then it's Nathan Finley. And then we go back to Hayden Fordyce, Andrew Ansell, 7th, 8th, Matthew Hobbs, 9th is Jerry Muir. Rounding up top 10 is Greg Percival. Great finish there from the juniors. Good fights all the way through. But that fight at the front between Simpson and King was just classic. That was a great scrap. So both on Suzuki's. And speaking of Suzuki's, don't forget there's that lovely little Gixxer 250 that we've got going for up for grabs down there. $6,000 worth of motorcycle, and it could be all yours free of charge. All you have to do is enter every round of the series and start at least one race in each round, and you will be in the draw to win that great little motorcycle 250cc GXR. Okay, that was a great race, wasn't it? Okay, next up.